You, Madam Speaker, and the House to join the world in condemning this heinous crime of abduction. Only criminals can do this.
Being brought back into the country and does not undergo the due immigration processes. To wit, having their documents stamped by immigration officers, because that in itself is criminal.
And welcome back to Havana Media. My name is Museveni, and as usual, I'm going to be your host for today. Now, there is a time that when this issue, this story of abduction of Besigye, that is one of the Ugandan opposition leaders, happened in Kenya, there is a statement that I made. There is something that I said here that William Ruto, together with this government, is going to make Kenya look like one of the worst countries in the world to maybe for rescue, and is going even to make tourists a fear coming to Kenya, because right now we can say that we can name Kenya as one of the as an abduction site in the continent. Because tell me why someone comes to Kenya, this person has been in Kenya it is not the first time, then all of a sudden is being abducted. Okay, this is now where all these things starts. You want to tell me the Ugandan policemen knew that Besigye was in Kenya? Not only in Kenya, they knew that this man was walking along the streets of Riverside. And beside walking in the street of Riverside, you want to tell me, Kenya government wants to tell us that the Ugandan policemen knew that this man was armed. And then they come, they arrest this person. They arrest this person. They take him from Kenya. They go with him to up to the border. They cross the border with this man back to Uganda. Takes him to the police station in Uganda without Kenyan government being aware. Without even Kenyan policemen being aware that someone has been abducted in Kenya and taken out of the country back to Uganda. You want to tell me that Kenyan government did not know all these things? Okay, assume that they did not know. Is it not right for this issue, because this man was abducted in Kenya, he was found in Kenya. Of course, if maybe, let us assume that the way they are saying that this man had got firearms. If at all maybe he had firearms, what was the first step that even the Ugandan policemen were supposed to take? Because we know very well that you can't tell me that the Ugandan policemen will come in Kenya in civilian. Okay, even if they come in civilian, someone cannot be abducted without the government of Kenya being aware. And then the government of Kenya is playing the Pontius Pilate way of washing their hands, the way Pontius Pilate washed his hand during the accusation of Jesus Christ, saying that he have not seen any problem with that man. That man is clean. Now the government of Kenya is doing the same thing by saying that they don't know anything that happened. They don't know anything, and they have nothing to do with Besigye being abducted in Kenya and being taken to Uganda. That is what the government of Kenya is trying to tell us, that they didn't know all these things. Okay, I've started by asking that, let's assume that even they didn't know. Was it not right for Ugandan government to say that being that we found this man in Kenya, let the Kenyan government take now charge and maybe bring him to Uganda? Because there's no way this man passed over the border without even the border the policemen at the border being aware that someone has been abducted, that the Ugandan vehicle is in Kenya. Of course, what I know is that when these vehicles reach border, they have to be searched. There are a lot of things that needs to be done at the border. Were they not done? Okay, these policemen that are at the border, what are they doing? What is their work? What is their function? What are they trying to do? What are they normally doing at the border? So that is why I'm saying that Kenya is going to be ranked as the most dangerous and abduction site in the world, because how many people have been abducted in Kenya? Even even Kenyans themselves, they fear, because you don't know whether you'll be abducted tomorrow, or you don't know the next person to be abducted. Maybe your relative, your brother, your sister, your mother, your father. You don't know, because we are living in a country whereby now everybody fears. And then when the government is asked, the government is saying that they don't know anything that happens. Like let's say for instance the priest that these people claiming to be the DCIs went to abduct at night. At night, you're going to someone's house. You are going to arrest the person at 2 a.m. Around 1-2 a.m. you're going to arrest someone, and then you don't have an arrest warrant, you don't have uniform, and then to make matters worse, you want to break through. You assume that you've knocked. You've not even knocked. You are passing over the fence simply because you feel like, no, this person does not need to be here. We've been ordered. Simply because you're following orders. Which kind of orders are those? And now what is funny is that Martha Karua. Now this the most funniest thing that I think the Kenyan government must now wake up and say the truth. They should come out and say their stand. They should just come out and say that, okay, all these things have happened, and we were involved. Let's know that this government of William Ruto is the worst government, because if now it has reached a point that one of Kenyan lawyers is going to sue Kenyan government at the East African Court of Justice for abduction. Are you seeing? I've never heard any country that people are being abducted, like every now and then you hear that someone is abducted, someone is gone, someone is abducted, you were with him, and then at the next moment is abducted, is nowhere to be seen. I've never seen such kind of, I've never heard from any country. I've been doing a lot of research, from these countries. I've never even heard that someone was abducted, not even in America, not anywhere, not even in Tanzania, not even in Uganda. But now this one of Kenya. I don't know what these people normally do with the people that they have abducted. I don't know whether it's a way of maybe inflicting fear and pain, so that people can feel like we are the government, that what we say and what we do, that is what needs to be done. I really don't understand. But Martha Karua is going to lead a team of 50 lawyers to defend Besigye. But one thing, the main thing is that Martha Karua have decided that is going to sue both Kenya and Uganda. And you even had one of the lawyers, one of the 50 lawyers, saying that they're going to sue Kenya.
Standing at a number of 50 lawyers who have committed to be with us on that day. Second, the head of this team of lawyers is none other than Honorable Martha Karua. A decision together with that team to drag the government of Kenya to court. And they have already started on the process. One, for acquiescence in the abduction.
So Kenya is going to be sued, not just Kenya. The Kenyan government is going to be sued. So that one will involve the DCI, will involve the Kenya police commissioners, and is going to involve a lot of people. Most of the people that are related to the forces. So all the policemen, the force people must prepare themselves, especially the DCI. They must prepare themselves to go and defend themselves, prove that, and when they're going to prove that they were not involved in this, those are the kind of questions that are going to be asked. Number one, this man was abducted where? In Kenya. Number two, who abducted this person? The Ugandan police. Number three, how did the Ugandan police get access to Kenya? Okay, if they got to Kenya, who told them that this man, the specific place where this man was? Those are the questions. Who told them the specific place where this man was? Okay, if there is someone that told them, how did that person know that this person was armed, had got firearms? How sure are we that this man is a very dangerous person? Because it is not the first time that he has visited Kenya. Okay, after you heard that someone was abducted in Kenya and taken back to Uganda, what did you do? What action did you take as a government, as a Kenyan government and the police and the DCI? What action did you take? Did you even try to make inquiries to know why this person was abducted, where he was abducted? Okay, the main reason, the main cause of his abduction. Did you do that? You didn't do. So that is now where Kenyan government is going to to feel it. Let us see, okay, you know, we Kenyans, we are now used to this issue of you wake up in the morning, you hear that someone has been abducted. We are used to it because it is like a norm. Right now, that one is like a norm. If someone is not abducted, like in a week, within a week, we feel like something is off, because that is now the situation that the government has put us through. It is not that maybe we want that, but that is the situation that now the government has put us through. And we are used to it, that every moment abduction, every moment someone has gone. Aoko went for a very long time. We are very happy that she's back. I know one time she will tell us the experience, what happened, and maybe the person that did that. I know she will say. It's just a matter of time. Of course, we know how she will say. A lot of people have been abducted. People like Bob Njagi were abducted, you know, together with the 3 friends. A lot of people have been abducted. A lot of people, name them, people like Oguda, name all of them. They have been abducted. But so, you know, sometimes some people normally say that some people fix their abduction. People like Bonfire, Boniface Mwangi. Some people normally say that these abductions, some people normally fake their abductions. Eric Omondi was also abducted for I think I don't remember exact time. So are you seeing? So that one, abduction in Kenya is like waking up in the morning and you're being told that you are supposed to go to work. Of course, you know that you're supposed to go to work. So you can't panic. You can't panic that you're supposed to go to work. Or maybe you wake up in the morning and your boss tells you that come in the office at exactly 3, at exactly 9, I want to send you somewhere. You know, that one is like, okay, that is something that you expect. Maybe if you do the errand in the offices, you expect that to happen. Like you have to be sent somewhere. When you are not sent, maybe by your boss or maybe by your office colleagues, you feel like something is off. So that is now the situation where we are in Kenya. For us Kenyans, we know very well that abduction is something like we are used to it. William Ruto has put us through that, so we are used to abductions in Kenya. But now the worst and the biggest problem is other people from other countries are being abducted in Kenya, and that is why we start by asking. Sometimes we ask that, is it really safe for other people to come to Kenya? Is it really safe for people to come and do their businesses in Kenya? Is it safe for other people to come and do their things that maybe they want to do in Kenya? Is it safe? The answer is, it is not safe. It is not safe because of these abductions. It is not safe. There is no way it can be safe with the government of William Samoei Ruto, thinking that everything that whatever he wants to do, he must do with people. It is not safe. After all, guys, that is all I have for today. Let me know what you think in the comment section concerning this issue of abduction of Besigye and the decision that Martha Karua is going to take, together with the other 50 lawyers, going to take to sue both Kenya and Uganda for the abduction of Besigye in Kenya, saying that Kenya is aware and the government knows why this thing happened, because it's like it's a collabo between both Ugandan government and Kenyan government being led, and we know very well that both Uganda and Kenya government are being led by dictators. That is all I have for today. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Until we meet again in the next video, if it's possible, I have been your host, Boniface. Bye bye.